congratulations on this wonderful, wonderful honor. And congratulations to the entire IFIM, now JAGSoM family. Really, I'm really humbled and honored to kind of conclude this wonderful evening. By the way, there was a glitch before Dr. Sheth spoke, and he called it a technical breakdown. I would like to reframe it and say it was more like a technical breakthrough in the sense that you heard all the lightning and the thunder and everything. And usually after a disruptive change, like we have seen at IFIM, there's usually a power breakdown, right? So let's just chalk it up to that. And it was temporary. And I think that's also emblematic of the way in which IFIM has, over its 25-year journey, overcome impossible to overcome obstacles. I mean, it's just amazing. We all heard about the 25-year journey and the accelerating pace at which it has crossed various milestones, including staying ahead of schedule in terms of achieving global ranking recognitions. And I think, all of this is due to the leadership and vision of both Dr. Atish and Sanjay. They are the ones that actually initiated this whole acceleration process. I would like to share a couple of personal notes before I wrap this up. My association with Atish, goes back 4 years. I initially met him at MICA, and then, we spent some time together at IMT. In the last couple of years, I've been working with him at IFIM. And, whatever has been said by Sanjay and, Jagadish Sheth about Atish, I totally endorse. I mean, he's one of the reasons I'm affiliated with IFIM is because of Atish and his leadership and his vision. And I think we are going to achieve great things with this added momentum that has been given by this rebranding exercise. And I might also mention that this rebranding exercise is not merely sort of a superficial exercise. In fact, Dr. Sheth has already been involved in the board, and we didn't have this evening to talk about all of the different initiatives that are already underway. And I think JAGSoM is awesome. And, if that rhymes, it's awesome. And the more wonderful things are going to happen very soon. We talked about Durga Puja and, everything else, and Diwali is coming up. So wait for more fireworks that are going to occur. And I'm just, really, really pleased. And one last thing I'd like to highlight is that, there's been all of the previous speakers have one way or other alluded to the fact that, we have a lot of people of Indian origin that have done very well out in the West. And usually it is, these are people of Indian origin. These are leaders of Indian origin. I think what Dr. Sheth mentioned in his remarks, and was also seconded implicitly by others, is that I think the new JAGSoM and hopefully other institutions that follow its example is going to convert that vision into a new vision of growing Indian leaders, growing business leaders in India, as opposed to saying, giving them the fundamentals in India, and then they go abroad and they get, additional education or training or whatever, and they become global leaders. That is already there in different fields. But I think the role that JAGSoM, I'm sure, is going to play and accelerate in terms of achieving is to kind of, make in India, so to speak, global leaders that are made in India as opposed to Indian origin. So I think with that thought, Professor Sheth, I would like to say a big thank you to you. By the way, one last anecdote. I mean, he has heard it sometimes, but I always like to begin with that. IFIM is 25 years old now. But my association with Dr. Sheth goes back double that. 50 years. 50 years ago, I was a freshly minted MBA student at IIM Ahmedabad after completing my engineering at IIT Madras. And I was actually, going through some magazines in the library. I like to read a lot. And then I came across one of the, early articles written by Jagadish Sheth. He is already in the United States, 1970-71 timeframe. So I looked at that article, and that really was so well done. And it really inspired me to start thinking about a career in academics as opposed to a career in the corporate world, which was really, especially with the IIT-IIM combination, the natural path was to get out into the corporate world. And in fact, in my class of 120 students at IMA in 1970-72 batch, I was the only one that that went abroad to get my PhD and get into academics. But that article actually initially triggered my spark, so to speak, in my mind that I should become an academic. Particularly when I looked at the article, there was also a picture of Professor Sheth. Boyish-looking picture. He still looks boyish. How do you look at that? Well past 8 decades, but it's just wonderful, and what an honor it is. And over the last 50 years, our careers have intertwined. Especially for me, as my friend and mentor, you have really shaped my thinking and my progression in my career. And we will achieve together. And just like Sanjay and Atish said, we will do our utmost to make you proud of all of us for putting your name on IFIM. So JAGSoM is going to be awesome, and the Diwali fireworks are to be anticipated. Thank you very much.